Mom, where are you? Can you come close my door? Okay, you guys ready for the sickest? You guys ready for the craziest message you're gonna hear? Let's get to it. All right. This is one of the craziest messages you're gonna hear, so get ready. I have some insane message right now to give you, and this is going to either change your life or trip you the fuck out to the point where you're like, what the fuck? Okay. So one of the things Spirit keeps telling me about is that people are getting exposure to people, entities, or things that have been holding them back, sort of like. So how many of you have had dreams of either your sister or your mother almost like attacking you in the dreams, or like not being good to you or being mean to you or something like that? And but it's not them, it's like a version of them, and this version of you keeps going and trying to mend the situation with this person. And every time you go and you try to mend the situation with this person, or even your dad or your mom or whoever it is, whoever this person is that keeps showing up in your dreams that you have, like, um, they're almost attacking you. Like they keep coming, right? And you're just trying. There's versions of you that are trying to go into these dimensions and you're trying to heal it with this person. For instance, I'm giving an example to the entity removal that I'm working on right now. That actually is happening. That Spirit showed me last night. No, this person's not my sister. Like, not this sister here. She's like tries to look and talk and act like her, but I don't think it's her. Now, for instance, this is a message. If someone's mother had like an abortion or a miscarriage when they were younger, they could be like a part of that soul, is what I'm hearing, that they, maybe pissed off that they didn't get to come here and you did. That's a message for someone. Or it could even be a child or something playing in a adult's body. But this is um the people that don't talk in your dreams are usually good. That means that they're higher vibrational because they're telepathically communicating. But when you have like people talking to you, that's the lower astral realm. So let me explain that to you. When you're talking to people in your dreams, those are lower astral people. They're humans stuck in another reality that's just like this, but it's like a copy version of this. Okay. And then when you have these people that come in and they like higher vibrational beings, like for instance, when the Pleiadians have come in my dreams, or like the blue-haired Pleiadian or the black-haired Pleiadian or the blue-eyed ones or the brown-eyed ones, when they come, they don't talk. They just look at me and they like do. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I understand what they're saying. You understand? So when you're talking to someone, it's even if it's a family member, I hate to tell you that they're stuck in a lower vibrational dimension, right? So sometimes like I'll have a dream I'm in that dimension and someone that I know is talking to me through a wall, but they're not in that same realm. And so they may be in a lower one or a tiny bit higher. You understand what I'm saying to you? So please take this message seriously. If you're in here, your guides had you come in here for healing. This is important for you right now. Luna says hi. So she always comes here when I'm doing lives and readings. For some reason, she likes to sit on my lap when I'm doing it because I know she's like my little guardian angel. I know that for a fact because she's an angel. She's got to be one because she barks when something's wrong. The other 2 months ago, the vent in our home wasn't working right. She was barking at the vent, and I was like, "Oh no, what's wrong?" And I went and I smelled something coming from the vent. Like she's like the little guard dog, So she's like a guardian angel for me. I don't know how you guys look at it, okay? So these dreams that we're having right now. So I'm going to tell you right now, in the dream, this is a specific message. And again, it's not for everybody, but those of you who have been like, I need an answer for this. What is happening? It's almost like you feel like someone just told me they had a dream of a snake biting their head. And she said, like, this means transformation and all that. And I said, no, it also means that somebody's trying to feed off your crown chakra. You see what I'm saying? The snake attached to the head, feeding off the crown chakra. You know what I mean? So in this particular situation right now, especially because the exposure that's going on with all of the changes that's going on with the Mercury and retro and all of this stuff that's happening, because Mercury in retro brings back unhealed wounds, right? Issues of communication that you've had with people that you haven't resolved up until now. So it'll come back, meaning relationships or jobs or friendships or family members, they come back, and it's like the planet's not going in reverse. They call it a retro because something with the energy brings back the energy back, right? It's like the way they rotate in the skies. It's the planet's not going backwards. I've learned that because I thought maybe does the planet rotate backwards? No, is the energy it brings forth and the connection that it has to the things that it's connected to, right? So you're being exposed to the people, the places, and things that are feeding off your aura right now. So for instance, when I had this dream, like I said, and I'm going to talk about it because I'm releasing this entity, love and light. And the thing you have to understand, I'm going to give you guys, before I say anything else, please take this part and work with it. You have to, I repeat, send this energy, love and light. You can't like fight it and expect it to like stop because you're fighting it and you think that's going to take away the entity. That's not how it works because they don't, it's like a, let me explain to you like this. Like, again, I'm going to use this reference. It's like trying to explain the color blue to a blind person. How do you explain the color blue to a blind person? They've never seen the color, any colors at all. They've never seen anything. Imagine a person was born blind, and they've never seen a color, a thing, a tree, nothing. You can't say the color green is like the color of trees because they won't understand that. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? They don't understand that. So you have to understand that whoever or whatever it is that you're trying to explain how they're acting to you is not working. It's almost like taking a narcissist and trying to explain to them how you're treating me is bad. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Trying to explain to a narcissist what you're doing is bad. They're going to look at you and be like, no, you're the reason I'm doing this, though. It's your fault. You see what I'm saying to you? You see? Hey, Christy. You see what I'm saying? Like, you trying to explain to your narcissist girlfriend or boyfriend, you're treating me bad. You got to stop treating me bad. They're going to look at you in the face. Thank you, Krati. You're always donating. Thanks, guys, for the donations, the love, the light. I may do a Zoom class for hypnosis on releasing this. So we might do that tonight or tomorrow. It's going to be $20. And those of you who want to join, it's a full-on hypnosis where I'm going to put you guys in a trance state and you're going to release these entities and send them love and light. And we're going to do an envisioning cycle and I'm going to make sure that it's quiet and my voice is calm. You're going to get into it and I'm going to have you guys really go into a trance state and I'm going to help you release this shit finally. I actually just did a hypnosis session with someone just now, and it was pretty good. It was actually so good that my body felt like I was like I was like in another dimension, right? And I woke up like, obviously I wasn't like, that's it, I want to make the changes, but I will tell you something. I did say I wanted to release cigarettes on it, and I just smoked a cigarette and it did not taste the same. So I'm hoping that that's what it did, because there's things that I want to release that I don't want to do anymore or smoke or whatever, you know what I mean? So now I'm going to tell you guys right now, whatever you're seeing, thank you for the badge, KP. I love you. Thank you guys for everything you guys do. Whatever you're seeing right now, whatever you're being shown right now with these entities, these people, one of the major, I'm hearing major arcanas, one of the major things you have to understand with me, you got to send these energies love and light. They're not going to go away by being angry and frustrated and things like that. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I love you guys. I love my mother. I love my sister. I love my family. But I'm going to tell you something. I have been feeling a very strong need to detach from everyone emotionally and energetically because I feel like in a certain way, a lot of us are connected to our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, and we feel like indebted to them is what I'm going to say. Almost like if I make it, they have to make it too. But you have to focus on you right now is what your guides want you to do. Focus. I'm seeing the sign over there on my table. It says, do what makes your heart happy, because you're constantly always thinking, like, for instance, for me, when I say I'm manifesting this, I'm going to help this one, I'm going to help that one. Right. I'll get to that later. What I'm saying is I am going to manifest this for myself. But when I can and I have the actual ability to help others, I will. But I have to focus solely on myself right now and my child, because that's my future, her future. And then when I get to a space where I'm able to attend to my sister, my brothers, my nephews, and nieces, that's when I'll do that. You see what I'm saying to you? You have to understand right now is the time where spirit's getting you out of the, I gotta help them, I gotta help them, I gotta help them, I gotta help them. You're already helping everybody by helping yourself. Like, right? You are helping everyone by helping yourself. Right now, listen, man, if you're here right now, you're at the precipice in your life where you are breaking free from constructs that your heart and spirit and mind believed. And it's time now to, like, build the house, but not with like straw. And you're gonna build it with bricks now. You hear what I'm saying to you? So you were building a house with straw, and it was like they huffed and they puffed and they blew the house down several times, just like the Three Little Pigs. If you ever seen the big bad wolf kept coming to your house and blowing it down. But now, even you built it with so much strong bricks and stones and things that a bad wolf cannot come and break down with just a huff and a puff. They're gonna have to do a whole lot. They're gonna have to bring construction workers and all that. And who has that type of production? You know what I mean? I'm telling you, this is so important, you guys. I know that the ones that stuck in here, we always start the live off with like 70, 80 people because their ego, they want to hear what they want to hear. Oh, good things are happening for you. Yes, they are. They always are. But when I start talking about shit like this and you guys stick around, that means that you're ready to heal this part of you. So congratulations, you're still here. You're going to be healing this part and moving forward. That's the thing. If you're still here, you need to know that this is how do you detach from your ex you have kids with out of my life? Well, I have a child with my ex and I have absolutely nothing to do with him. Like nothing. No, I don't text about it. I'm not, and I just don't. I used to like try to get him involved in everything with his kid, but I'm not chasing people. You want your kid's 12 years old. You have every freedom to text them and pick them up. I'm not here to babysit you. So how are you going to detach from them is understand it's not your responsibility to make sure that they're okay and that your kids are okay because let me tell you something, what are a lot of mothers and fathers do, we forget that sometimes in life some kids are better off without that parent. Love and light, love and light, but sometimes our child is just better off without that kid. You know what I'm saying? Like they were a sperm donor, thank you and goodbye. Eh? That's it. Because we get in this whole mode of like, because we're healers and we're psychics and we're empaths, and we're like, but I gotta make sure my kid knows their father and blah blah blah. I was talking to my friend about this the other day. I was like, why do you have to make sure your kid is close to their father? If their father, especially if that father had children with other people and he wasn't there for those kids, and then now he's trying not to be there for yours. Fuck off. Goodbye. Love and light, but bye-bye. You understand what I'm saying too? We just gotta learn to let people go. I listen, when I say fuck off, I'm like love and light, but like fuck off. Like, because at the end of the day, we're so nice that we keep, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Alma knows because she's taking care of another woman's children. And love and light, like I said, I'm not making fun of this woman. I don't know her situation. I really don't care at this point because that was my thing. I used to be like empathic towards everyone, like, oh, but he's a little slow. I feel bad for him. But today I'm like, you know what? We all make our choices, just like I make my fucking choices. I get in my car, I make choices every fucking day, and I make the choice not to be a dick, not to, my daughter frustrates me too. She's 12 years old. She's in that age where she's fucking annoying as hell. But you don't see me being like, fuck you, go to your fucking father's house. I'm leaving. I don't give up on her. And we all make those choices, right? I could be like, fuck that. I got the money. I could just get up, drive my car and get the fuck out of here for a few days. Leave her here to think about her actions. I don't do that. Everybody makes their choices. We've all made our choices. Yeah, every time I've done drugs in my past, I made those choices. Nobody forced me to. Yeah, even if we have entities pushing us to do things. So now what we're not going to do is allow these entities to keep feeding off our aura. Because what it is when you're aware that it's you who's the problem now, and you're like, oh, yeah, it's me. I got to get my shit together and not do this and not do that. And you start to make a one tiny step and a change towards this, meaning you have this dream about this same person, or like this, like for instance, this girl who came in my dream. When I tell you, like a child, she was like a baby. She was screaming. I was like, what are you doing? Like, it was like she was like a baby who didn't get what they wanted. She was throwing a tantrum, but she was a grown ass woman, but like with a baby face. But so I know that it has to do with something else because she turned from like a girl to a boy. It was just, really weird shit, right? And then like I walked away from there and then I sat and I was like, doing what I need to do here. And they were still having the shit fit. So what I realized is I can only send you love and light. I can't fix that person. I'm cutting cords between them. They have to work on it themselves. So those subconscious minds of myself, once you get tough on yourself here, saying like, I'm not here to fix you guys. I'm just here to work on me and like whatever works out, works out. I'm letting this go. Like, I don't know why I've been thinking that these people are my responsibility. They're not. They're not. And sometimes I have to say this to you guys, it could also be children that you aborted, I'm hearing, or a child that was unborn, like, or even a child from a past life that's still angry at you, that hasn't forgiven you, that will not let go. I'm hearing, yeah, I'm seeing a little boy here. Um, Personally, I've experienced that. So I don't know. It's all really about, what you've experienced in your life. You know what I'm saying? I have attended the call at 6 a.m. India Standard Time initially. If you plan the Zoom call one day prior, okay, I'll plan it for tomorrow, okay? Um, so what time is it in India and when it's 7 p.m. in New York? Can you find that out? I know I have I actually downloaded it because of you, Krati, and because of Sabrina from France. I downloaded the time standard thing so I could check what time it is at her place and you, so I know what time to do things, but I forgot what I saw. So right now you're detaching from these entities and these like these bloodsuckers. I'm hearing really honestly, it's at this point it's just like I'm making it clear to you. If you're feeling like irritated and frustrated, it's not you, man. It's not, it's these babies that are screaming for your attention, but these babies need to get like their bottle on their own now. They're grown. You know what I'm saying? It's like my daughter's 12 and sometimes she's like, "Mommy, can you make me this?" I look at her like, "Bitch, when I was 12 years old, I was building houses. What are you doing?" Like, but these kids these days are not the same. It's not the same. They need mommy and daddy for everything. Like, remember when we were 12, we were 11, we were 10? No, it was a whole different life. We had single moms. We were doing everything. Like, we didn't have that dependability. You know what I'm saying? So it's just life. It's a cycle of life. So we have to be understanding, but also stop babying these people. Like whether it's the people in your life, your husband, your girlfriend, your wife, your children, you know what I'm saying? Or family members in the spirit world, or family members, because guess what? Even family members in the spirit world, I give them a lot of love and a lot of light, and I don't hate any of them. And I always say I don't care how evil they are. I still love them and I'll send them love and light. But that doesn't invite your energy into my life to destroy mine because you want to be angry and negative. Yeah. When you're an Albanian girl, you have to do it all the time. Right. My daughter didn't grow up like an Albanian girl. She doesn't speak a word of Albanian. And I tried to teach it to her, and she was just like, it's too hard. Leave me alone. You know? Um, yeah, so let me tell you guys. Tell me, Krati, what time it is in India. What time is 6 p.m. in India? What time is it here? Just let me know that or something. Yeah. So, what I'm going to say to you guys right now is to keep clearing your energy. Keep remembering that these entities don't own you, and you have to keep sending them love and light and remove them from your circle. Will sending love and light help them find peace? Yes. It okay. Yes and no. When you're sending entities or your family members that are stuck in different dimensions and bad places, love and light will help them find peace. It depends on them. If they want to change and do all that, they're never stuck there and they can't get out. That's one thing I know about that, because if we can travel into those dimensions and come out, what makes you think they can't? You see what I'm saying to you? If we right now in the physical, in our astral projection and visitations can travel in and out of those dimensions, why would they be stuck there? It's also just a matter of them telling themselves, even in that dimension, like, I don't belong here. This is not for me. I want to heal. I want to work on myself. And I do believe that spirit guides go in and out of these dimensions as well, as I've done as a spirit guide. I've gone in and out of these dimensions and grabbed people and be like, you don't belong here. Get out. Like, I've seen myself doing that many times. And I believe they do that every day naturally, 24/7. And then spirit makes a choice. Do I want to stay here? Or do I want to leave? Do I want to be stuck here? Or do I want to leave? Everybody makes choices. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. New York 7 is 4:30 a.m. here. Oh wow. I'll wake up for the call, and that's so sweet of you, Phil. New York is 7. New York 7 is, oh, so it would be like, damn, so like 8 in the morning would still be like early for you, right? But even no, ain't no way I'm doing a Zoom at 8 in the morning. Not with my lazy ass. I sleep till like 11, you know? I just can't. I have to sleep. I don't sleep well, and I haven't. Hopefully I start sleeping well now, but I'm not really a good sleeper at night. I wake up like I don't want to manifest this, but I have in the past woken up multiple times, like last night. I wake up like 20 times a night. It's really annoying, but I'm trying to like get that part done. But here's the thing, when you travel a lot and you astral dimension dreams and all that, it's very toxic, taxing on your body. So yeah. Oh, my kid's dad died this morning. He's 14. He's 14. How can I be there for him? Your kid. Oh, he died this morning. Is it what I'm thinking it's from, Lucy? Yeah, your son's dad died and your son's 14. How can you be there for him? First of all, be strong. Let him know that his dad is watching over him. Don't talk about his dad being dead. Tell him your dad is still around. He's just his body's not here, but his spirit is still here. Talk to him like an adult, not a child, and listen to him more when he talks about dad and says things like always trust and believe what your kid is saying, and even if it sounds Lucy, do you know what I just said in my head? Overdose. I swear to my mother's life. I just didn't want to say it, Lucy. He smoked a blunt with fentanyl. Do you see what I'm saying, you guys? Do you see what I'm telling you? This is why you can't fuck with drugs out here in the streets at all. At all. If you're gonna smoke weed, go to a dispensary. They have them professionally. Literally in my head, Lucy, I did not say, you saw what I said. Is it what I think he died of? Like that, literally immediately heard overdose in my head. Immediately. I just didn't want to say it because a lot of people don't want people to know when someone died like that. But that's a lesson for everybody here. If you smoke weed, go to a dispensary. Lucy, make this a learning curve, okay, for your son. Sit down, go out to lunch with him. Sometimes when you're out, it's better because they can't go crazy and yell and shit like that. So take him out to eat, sit with him, and just ask him to tell you how he feels about it. And then just make it a learning experience for him. Be like, do you see accidents happen in life? This is why you always have to like be careful with what he just got out of jail 2 days ago. So he wasn't around a lot. I know it's hard to like for someone to die, I suppose, opposed to them being in jail, but you just have to, find the words that come to you. Lucy, do me a favor. When you talk to your son, you're very intuitive. Talk to him and be quiet and listen, and then whatever you hear to say it, because it's almost like the dad will give him the words. Be like, your dad just wants you to know this, and when he says, "How do you know?" Just be like, "I just have a feeling, son." That's it. He's been in and out of jail. Okay. See what I'm saying? Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible, man. I'm telling you, these days, man, I don't know. I got lucky because all the times I used to like do coke and shit like that. I'm lucky that it wasn't laced with something. That's why I'm not. I can't. I told myself I will never be in the streets again. If somebody ever offers me anything, I will never say yes. Because they even have like fake ecstasy pills now and fake Molly pills that are fentanyl. It's absolutely disgusting. Like I told my daughter this. She's 12. I told her 4 years ago. I still tell her to today. You'll be in school one day, you might be out, somebody will be like, "Oh, take this. It's just a Percocet and it's fentanyl and you're dead," because it's happening all over the world. And she's like, "Mom, I'll never take drugs." I'm like, "I'm just telling you, the day you get to someone and they're like, 'Here, take this,' be like, 'No.'" And when they keep pushing you, just say, "No, my friend died of a drug overdose." Lie to them so they can stop bothering you. Because some kids will keep going until you take that drug. I feel bad for him too, but Lucy, we're not feeling bad. That's where you got to get out of it, because it's almost like you're feeling sorry for yourself. I know this is hard because you're going through something right now. Yeah, he was killed. He was murdered. Exactly. Um, I'm hearing this very strongly for you. You cannot go in there with like, "I feel bad for him" attitude. Nope. You are the strong mother who understands that Even you made the wrong choice by being with someone like that who was in and out of jail. So you're kind of like feeling bad for yourself in a way, not in a bad way, in a normal way. And you're kind of telling yourself like, damn, bro, I've, you're going to start, the guilt's going to come in. Like, I should have never dated someone who was going to jail. I should have chose better. And I'm a bad mom for doing this. And I'm so stupid. And why, look what I'm putting my son through. You're going to start talking to yourself. Don't do it. Do I tell him the truth about how he died? Yes. Yes. You tell him the truth about how he died. Because that right there, your son might never ever touch weed or drug again because of it. You need to tell him how, because that could be a sign to your kid, like when he grows up, never to touch a drug. You understand me? You tell him I'm hearing. You tell him. Be like, I was sitting with my friend. This is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing people sit on the couch. I see baggy pants. This is what I'm seeing. And I got past the blunt. I smoked it, started feeling sick, started getting nauseous, started throwing, almost immediately throwing up. And next thing I know, I was asleep. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Yeah, but you're not a bad mom. We all made, listen, man, even those of us, we made choices to be with people and have babies with them, thinking that at the time they're going to be great. People change. You can't help it. You just keep doing what you need to do and be strong, please. Okay, Lucy? Please don't punish yourself because of something the universe, it's essentially a contract that had to happen with your baby's father. It was his contract with the universe. Maybe there's a lesson to learn from people. Maybe you need to go around and start telling people, my son's father died of a laced blunt. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell people, push that narrative out there because kids will see it. Your son won't go down the wrong path so long as you don't, first of all, don't lecture him. You're not here to lecture him because kids hate that. But you're just gonna talk to him, be like, I'm just letting you know, like, it's your life. I always tell my daughter, you make your own choices. You want to drink, you want to smoke, you want to go do drugs. You can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna support it, but you can do whatever you want. But I'm just letting you know that you could die. And then I tell her all the time, and then I'm gonna have to go murder every single person that was with you when you died, because I will. And she knows I will. She knows, they have to know that you care, but at the same time, you're not there to tell him what to do. Yeah, just be there for him. Don't treat him like a baby. Are you okay, son? Don't do that stuff. Just be like, hey, son, you want to come talk to me for a little bit? You want to go out for lunch? Just don't let him sit in his feelings for too long. Let him talk about them. If you have to find, they have these free therapy right now, isn't what is that thing called? You seen a commercial for it? It's free therapy. You could text the therapist. They could text 13 and up, and they have to be 13 and up. And so they have like these free therapists and they could text them. It's in New York City too. I forgot the name of it, guys. It's a free therapy thing. Does anybody know what it was called? It's something with where you can call a therapist and text the therapist. And it's, teenagers like to text, so they can text the therapy, hey, my father just died. I don't know how to handle it. You know what I mean? Put them onto that. Because you'd be like, here, son, here's this number. It's a therapist. If you need to text them, you don't have to call them. Yeah, he shuts down, but that's why it's up to you to just let him feel what he's feeling, but don't treat him like a baby. Treat him like an adult because that's what kids want. They want to be looked at as responsible, mature, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's free. I'm telling you, it's an app. I don't know what it's called, man. You'll see the commercial. Lucy, the commercial will come up to you. Not right now, but direct them towards that. And I really would go out to lunch with him and just let him express his feelings. I know he shuts down, he's quiet, but ask him, do you want to know anything about how he died? Do you want to know the details? And if he says no, then don't. If he says, yeah, I want to know, then tell him. Tell him. He won't go down is your son looking like he's going down the wrong path right now? Because my daughter tells me clear signs that she don't like going out. She don't really like being outside in the world like too much. You know what I'm saying? She has to be with me like most of the time. She's not really doesn't really trust going to her friends' houses, doesn't really have friends over. You see what I'm saying too? She's more like, I like to be alone and that's it. No, he's a good kid, right? So you could kind of see telltale signs like they always want to be outside. They can't be alone. They need to be social. They need to be entertained, like different. Yeah, they do. Yeah. All right, guys, it's hot as hell in here out of nowhere. It just got really hot in here. Let's clear it, clear it, clear it, clear it. Sending everybody love and light. And also another thing, Lucy, just ask your baby dad to forgive himself because he's feeling guilty too. You're feeling his guilt is what I'm hearing. I just want to say that. I can go on and on. This is why I don't do private readings no more, because spirit will talk for 3 hours and it's draining. Even though I love to help people, it can get draining. Okay. All right, guys, I love you. And we'll come back later. Okay. I'm just letting you know right now. Remember, you're clearing energy, you're pulling away from the entities, and give yourself time to do that. Okay. I'm sure they do have the app. All right, guys.